Alright guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a couple videos, and this one's going to be about my indoor storage unit shop where I keep all my two-stroke equipment at, do a lot of work on stuff, keep the hand tools at, and I'm going to show y'all how I mounted everything to the walls without drilling into the walls. I'm going to show you kind of how I got everything organized, how big this unit is, and then just hopefully just give y'all some inspiration if you guys are operating out of storage units like I am. So let's get right into it. We're gonna start out in the front section here. So this is a 10 by 30 foot unit. It doesn't look like that on video, but it is. And then I got half of it sectioned off by those shelves being there. And I'll get into why I did that here in a minute. But we'll go over the front part here. So this is like the machine workstation. This is where I'll bring in my mowers or my excavator or skid steer to do maintenance on it. Right now I'm working on my project four-wheeler. And you can see there's a bunch of blades there. One of my tool sets is up here just because it covers the basic sizes of wrenches and everything, and it's just a little Craftsman tool set. Majority of the tools are in the back. Got shop towels, trash bags for the trash cans back in there for trash, the oil collector, and then just miscellaneous stuff. This filing cabinet just has some landscape stakes in it. This is sort of personal stuff like paintballs and stuff. And then down here, if it'll open up, is right now it's just miscellaneous parts that I'm working with on something or screws. And then the rest are empty right now. That tool chest is mainly empty, but we got jack stands, the bollard floor jack, which I don't really use anymore. I'm not a real big fan of it. And then these shelves here are probably the best bang for your buck shelves. I don't like plastic shelves. I like metal ones. And these are a pretty decent price. Same thing with these. I wouldn't really recommend getting these. I'd just go with the bigger ones. These are a lot more flimsier and pain in the butt. Those ones are a lot better and I like them. They're both Craftsman, I believe, or Husky or something. I think they're Craftsman, but they work really well. And then, we got the gas cans at the bottom, which one of them's in my white truck, the Sure can. But I don't really use those anymore, so they're empty, besides the gas ones. But, the rest of the stuff's just miscellaneous stuff. Then here we got where I hang 90% of the hand tools. So we got our axes and mauls all in there, and sledgehammer. This one's just kind of random stuff, like my electric hedge trimmer, which I'm using this one a lot more than my gas ones. I don't hardly ever use my gas ones anymore after getting that one, unless it's the pole one. Spray paint for marking out stuff, and then just a hand pickaxe. And then a random hammer, I guess, up there. Then we got trenching shovel and a little handheld aerator for doing touch-up stuff on seed jobs. All my shovels. And how I did this, you can kind of see it, but this 2x4 slides in these posts on here, and I just screwed in some organizer hanger things I got from Lowe's. Those are the Cobalt ones. And moving along here, it's kind of dark in here, but it's showing up good on camera. But I got a DeWalt light there. That's what I use for lighting, so I got that DeWalt light. And then this one, which I'm gonna hang up there. I'll figure out something to where I don't have to screw in there, but I already have something figured out. I just kind of forgot at the moment. But over here is mainly parts, screws, random stuff. Those are straps. backpack sprayer, and then back there's some preen, and then this is something neat I'm kind of proud of. So I got this toolbox for free from a guy, and as you can see, I got it like sideways so it folds down. It's like an oil cabinet. So that's cool. So I got some spray paint, oil, all that stuff. Now this isn't flame proof, but it does help, like, you know, keep the stuff, if it does leak out, it keeps it controlled. And then back here I got another one. Now keep in mind that one isn't nearly organized. This one's a lot more organized. You can't really see in there, but there's a bunch of oil and stuff in there. And then this is how I handle my trash. So I got the trash can with trash bag. I put those trash bags in this trash can, and like once every couple weeks I'll take this trash can to the convenience center and haul off the trash that I use in here. There's the power tool wall, and then here's the toolboxes full of tools. I'm gonna see if one of these has any juice in it. They're the small 12-volt ones, so that'd be a negative. And then this one isn't actually mine. This is my dad's. He's just let me borrow it because we moved out of our house, and in our rental house we're renting while we're selling the house. I mean, there's just a lot of room, not a lot of room. So this he just is letting me use while I'm in here if I need a fan. The rest of the power tools are mine, and I'm a DeWalt guy, as you can see. My dad's a DeWalt guy, and that's why I'm a DeWalt guy. I grew up with DeWalt, and I just like DeWalt stuff. So yeah, I'll kind of get into these racks here. Oops. I don't think I have a spare piece of the wood, but you can kind of see. So this is how I get around the whole not drilling in the walls thing. So basically on each one of these metal beams, there's a space in between the sheet metal. And these, I don't know what the heck they are, but they're like, you know, not very big sticks of wood. And I just shove them in between two beams like this, using that thing I showed y'all, going through this way. And then after I have at least three of those going lengthwise, I'll get 3 more and drill them into each other. So you got lateral ones, and then you get more of them that go, I think I messed it up, lateral and then lengthwise down. You just drill them into each other, and then you drill the plywood in onto those. So it's not actually drilling into the wall, it's just drilling into the ones here. Actually, I got a good example over here, so you can kind of see these better. But these are the same ones that are running across, and then you can see, of course, I have them running all the way down. Just this one I don't, for some reason, because I haven't finished it yet. But I have them running all the way down. Once they're all connected to each other, you can see the bottom one down there, and it's generally 3. So you got a top one, a middle one, and a bottom one going this way, and then you do 3 more going down. Actually do 4 more, because a full sheet of plywood won't cover that gap. So you do 1 on the edge, 1 on the middle, 1 on the edge of the piece of plywood, and then 1 on the edge of the beam, and then you cut a piece and put it back on there. You can kind of see that's how I did it here. And it doesn't drill into the wall. And so that's how I got around that. And you can see I just kind of put all my two-stroke equipment on there. So like I got the shredding vac, which I don't really use that anymore. The auger, which since this thing's so heavy, I just kind of, I put it on the bottom, but most of the weight's being held by the bit. The cutoff saw, weed eaters, Paz units, 2 blowers, all the attachments, which it used to be neater than this, but when you kind of pull them on and off, they kind of get a little messy. I know it's not really photo or thumbnail worthy having them like that, but it works and it keeps them off the ground and not being a trip hazard. But probably the most worthy section is the chainsaw section, because these are all my chainsaws, besides the one that's on the table over there. But this is how I have them stored. So top panel ones are a little bit different, but you can kind of see how they're done. It's just one of those clips, and how I did it was after I hung the first chainsaw, I put the other clip like right underneath the base of it. That way they're butted up to each other. And you can easily get them off, whichever one you want off, but you don't have to take 3 off to get to that one. You just take that one off. So it works really good. It saves a lot of space. And then this one will be the steel section as I get more steels. Then I got the hedge trimmers. These ones are for rakes and pitchforks. And then these ones I just kind of put on the ground and have this to like make sure they don't fall over. And then that's the big weed eater. I kind of got lazy like halfway through I did this, so I was like doing this at like 1 in the morning one day, and I was just like, I'll do something easy for those, that way I don't have to hang them up each time. But I still got to finish that one. That one's just a pain in the butt just because the logistics of like how those worked out. I don't really need another wall, but it is what it is. But this is my speaker, my DeWalt speaker, so I can play some tunes while I'm working on stuff. That's another toolbox. I don't think it does have some tools in it, but yeah, that's basically it. And then I got, these are also my dad's sawhorses. He just said I can use them, but until we move into our new house or with property or whatever. But this kind of serves as the workbench. So, and I'll kind of get into why I separated these two sections. So I knew I wanted a workbench in the middle of this area, and I wanted a workstation separate for working on the machines. That way like this didn't get as dirty. And also I just kind of like the feel of having something like a blocker. So I just like the way I laid this out. It's not for everybody, obviously, but this was not designed, this layout wasn't designed to like just store machines in. It was also designed to be a workshop as well. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm working with. And the rest of my units are designed just for storing equipment. So like I got, I'll probably do this in a different video before I move out of these, once we find some property. But I have like, this is my 5th indoor unit. So I have 5 indoor units, including this one, and I got 3 outdoor units. This one's the main shop. That's the 30-footer, and then the 4 other units are 25-footers for storing like the mowers, aerators, skid steer attachments. One of them was for literally just stuff I was selling, so I'll actually be getting out of that one. And then another one was just junk I had in there, like junk mowers that I got paid to haul off that I was sort of working on but never finished. And then the burnt up Ferris mower that caught on fire last year is in there. So I'll probably get rid of 1 or 2 indoor units just because I don't need them anymore. And then my outdoor units, for my truck, my dump trailer, or my spare truck, whether Old Blue's in it or White Castle's in it, and then the dump trailer, the equipment trailer, and then the Spartan enclosed trailer, which after I'm done selling that, I'll still keep that one for like when I get my full-size skid steer, because a full-size skid steer won't fit in here because the height, I believe. So, but yeah, so this is the indoor storage unit shop. And then You can see those are where the backpack blowers are. I just got those on top. Nothing super fancy or complicated. But I didn't see many videos on these. And as far as I know, I came up with that idea. Somebody on YouTube could have came up with that, I don't know. But as far as I know, the videos I watched, I haven't seen somebody specifically do that, to where you don't have to drill into the walls. So yeah, I hope this helps, because before I came up with that, I had made a wall out of 2x4s and plywood, and that worked, but it was so cumbersome, you know. That was when I only had like one unit as like a 15 or 20 foot unit. I didn't obviously have as much crap as I do today. But yeah, just let me know your questions in the comments, and then if a lot more people want a thorough video, I'll do a more thorough video on how I constructed these. If I did a terrible job on telling y'all how I constructed these, which I probably did, but it's not too complicated. The main thing, I can't remember the freaking name of those boards that I shoved through the beams, but yeah. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there is. Probably the biggest life improvement, quality of life improvement you can get when you're trying to make one of these a shop. There's probably less expensive options, but that freaking light is awesome. I know Milwaukee makes one, all of them, but if you're gonna make a shop unit and you don't have access to electricity in it, one of these really helps and makes a difference. Or you can even go with one of these, because I know those aren't cheap, but this one's like $200 and that one's like $150, maybe 200, and then that one's like 400 or 500 if I remember, maybe 300. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. So that's really it, and that's the shop tour. If you have any questions, let me know. And then, like I said, the shelves I believe are Craftsman or Husky. Pretty confident they're Craftsman, but I could be completely wrong on that. But I got these at Home Depot, and the big ones were like $250, but I got them on sale for like $170, and then those ones were like $150, but I got them on sale for $120, and they just work great, so that's why I like them. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah.